Happy Friday sews. So I've come in, I'm going to come in a few times today, but I wanted to get this one done because my client's coming in. I got one client at 9:30 and it's 9:06, and the client that's picking up the dress is coming in at 10 o'clock. So excited. Anyway, so what have I done today? Well, that's what I'm going to get to right now. Excuse me, Stacey Joanne. Hashtag Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Big, huge thanks to everyone that has joined the hashtag and, well, welcome me into the world of hashtag Friday Sews. It's really, really awesome. Big thumbs up to Jen, because she took it upon herself to realise there was a community that needed to be in touch and be in touch with everyone around the world that is a sewist, likes to sew, thinks about sewing, wants to sew, has a sewing machine but hasn't used it, all those sorts of sewing related things, knitting related things, and sometimes we pop into people's gardens. Not mine yet, still got some weeding to go, and I ain't doing it because I ain't no gardener. No. Anyway, so what I want to do is quickly touch base with what I have done this week. It's not been a week like it was last week. Okay, so my week is a little bit better. My brother has arrived from Brisbane to probably what would be the coldest week of Wellington. Okay, so he did land in double figures. It was only just a double figure. It was 10 degrees. I guess 0.9 is still too, yeah, no, it's not in his eyes. Especially when his coldest is 14 and we're currently, that's our maximum. Today it's a gorgeous day. It might just be me in my beautiful studio with both radiators pumping out 28 degrees at the minute to make my room warmer. Check on what I'm wearing. I'm wearing these earrings. I got them at the fair and I got them to match the dress. So you know what, a better time to wear the earrings is with my fern bird dress. Oh, I can hear the music, so I might have to turn that down. So here's my fern bird. I wore it today for the first time. I am actually dancing. I'm turning the music down now. I wore it outside the house, outside the studio for the first time today. Bumped into somebody I have not seen since our kids were in primary school. Intermediate. We have this little age bracket of kids going to school. You finish primary, but apparently you're not old enough for high school, and we call it intermediate. I think it's the most useless 2 years of the child's life. However, they do that in New Zealand. I did not grow up with that. I went from grade 7 to grade 8, which was primary school to high school. There are some things in Australia they do better. Sorry, girls. No, there's lots of things like the weather. Anyway, so I'm wearing my fern bird dress. It is, like I said, that's my hips, right? So that's the slenderness of my hips. Not saying I'm slender. I'm saying my hips are slender to the rest of the body. So I do have movement there. But if you look at that, I'm going to cut the seams open, and I'm not going to take it in. I'm going to add my pockets, something I thought I was going to do anyway. Now I've got to find out my little offcut off my red, I think. Not 100% sure that, oh yeah, I do have offcuts of that. So I am going to make pockets into this dress. Which leads me, sorry, there's a little frog going on in here. Which leads me to what I have made this week. So Sunday Danny came. Monday I spent backwards and forwards doing the secret thing that I haven't told anyone about, but it's getting more exciting with Mum, and it was good for Danny too, so he was here. See, I've been doing a lot of the things with Mum that Danny's not been able to see because he lives in Brisbane, so it's nice for him to be able to see that I've been taking care of his mum, because he's his favourite. Anyway, so was over there Monday, then I went back on Monday, then Danny cracked open some chocolate rum. I think it was chocolate rum. It was a bit Devine. Had a couple of glasses of that, came home. And so that was Monday. It was kind of wiped out. Then Tuesday was getting stuck into the dress. Right, getting stuck into the dress, because it had taken me ages to lay the dress out, because the fabric she got, my lovely Maureen got, was 112 wide. and directional. So that directional causes its own issues, but 112 wide and directional is a pain in the ruckus. That's what it is, a pain in the ruckus. So I am making this dress. Oh my goodness. Vogue V. I have no glasses on either. 8903. Seriously, is it 8903? Oh, hang on, maybe I can see better on there. That's reversed now for me. Anyway, so I was making no pockets up here because so it's for I would put her in roughly around the same age category as my mother, which is a sprightly age. Anyway, and I'm copying a direct copy of something that she'd made a few years back. She's not at the point that she can sew anymore, so hence me making her clothes. And so I don't want pockets on there. I don't think that's... I got a big bust. That ain't flattering for a big bust, I'm afraid. But she's slight. She's a very slight, lovely lady. Made the belt, although I talked to her about wearing the belt with the dress, and I said that it's not a necessity, and she thought it was. And then she said, I can wear it like this. I said, yeah. So she was happy. So, but I did make the belt because it gives her options. The other thing I did was she felt that was just too restrictive for her leg span, like again, slight lady. So, and the actual dress itself is probably one decent size bigger than what it needs to be. It's what she wants. So I do what my clients want. But I cut up and widened the skirt part of the dress. So I added. So the back's obviously cut on the fold. I added 2 centimeters in the center of the skirt. So that would 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters added to the back, 2 centimeters, so 4 centimeters added to the front. So the whole way, the girth around the bottom of the dress, actually, I've added 8 centimeters to give her just a little bit more. I mean, I can see how I see it. It's big for her. So I don't want it to drown her. But, so Tuesday, I digressed. Goodness, how long is this going to be if this is only the beginning? So I digress. So Tuesday, I was sewing that. I ended up, because what I wanted to do was make my pockets. I'm going to bring my little lovely here. Okay. So I've taken off my Queenie mannequin and I put on little Mavis here. Okay, I should call it Maureen. Mavis here, and this is the dress. Isn't the pattern? Isn't it just? I just think it looks so cute. So she purchased the fabric from Moreland's Fabrics. It's 100% cotton. She doesn't do too well with synthetics against her skin, so it's 100% cotton. And what I did was I made pockets. I'm going to bring you down here and I'm going to show you the pockets. So the pockets are inside. Now when I do my pockets, I actually do them with a 1 centimeter seam allowance, so that when it sits, it actually sits flat and you don't see any seams or anything like that. So it actually overlaps by 0.5 centimeter. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? So I've done 2 pockets. I did that in her last dress as well. It's got the button with the fold up on the side, so I've got one folded up so she can see that when she comes and collects it and tries it on. I've made the belt like I said. I actually just think it looks so cute. I don't think I like the way they double yoke it, so they burrito it. They don't burrito it. You hand stitch all on the inside. I burritoed. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, so yeah. So that's what I made. So on Tuesday I went, I just had the sleeves off because I hadn't done the side seams because I wanted to put the pockets in. And then on Wednesday I did the pockets. What's today? Today's Friday. So I did the pockets, buttonholes, put the sleeves on. Well, sleeves and then buttonholes. And there's a quadrillion buttonholes. A quadrillion, they go all the way down. And also one on the sleeves and the cuffs and things like that. And the other thing I didn't do, because I think sometimes it makes it a harder looking item, is I did top stitch everything. So the yoke's not top stitched. I didn't top stitch it because it's softer. I don't know if you're going to understand what I'm trying to say. It's softer not top stitching it, because when you top stitch it, it gives it that not uniformed look, but uniformed look, you know. So I didn't top stitch everything. I top stitched around the collar, I top stitched down there and the other side, of course, because that's folding back the facing. But I didn't want to itemize each pattern piece, if that makes sense. So I didn't top stitch it. I just left it to be softer, because she's an older lady, and I just think it's going to look nicer and softer on her. She's such a gorgeous wee thing. Anyway, so this is the dress that I made her. This is the dress that Stacey built. So yeah, so that's a nice Vogue 8903. Look, I'm doing it better without glasses on now. And I like it. I think it's quite the nice shirt dress. So that's what I did. And then yesterday afternoon, after I'd sewn all the buttons, and I had ironed all my new cloths, because I washed them and dried them, because I put them in the dryer so they get the total shrinkability on them, because the last thing you want to do is be trapped somewhere, that something you have never stuck in a dryer, and all of a sudden you stick it in a dry and you've actually helped that last shrinkage happen. That's why I wash my fabrics and dry them in the dryer. I give it the harshness to start with. Yeah, unlike the brown cardigan that that shrunk when it got washed this season. Anywho, so that's me for now. I will be back on. I'm having my brother over for dinner tonight. We're having reverse seared steak. Mr. Christopher is cooking that on the reverse seared steaky thing. Yay. And he's going to stay the night with us so that him and Chris can bond. I've been cleaning out Dad's shed, which is quite the hard job. Not hard because there's a lot of shit in it, but hard because it's quite emotional all around. So it's been a bit of a journey week. Anywho, I'm going to go. I got my client Patrick showing up in about 10 minutes. He needs some pants hemmed. And then I've got Maureen coming to collect this for her son's 50th birthday on Sunday. I hope it's sunny on Sunday. It was sunny earlier today. It's gone. Spring gone. Okay, gotta go. I'll be back. Hi, it's me again. It's Saturday. I was planning on getting back to you guys yesterday, but it would seem I didn't because I had to dash over to Mum's place yesterday. Something came up, and I will be able to tell you about it, and then you'll all go, and you know what? Some of you guys might even have an inkling of an idea. So anyway, today is Saturday, and I have dropped Lil Pill off at work. Well, she drove, I drove her car back. Hey, learners. And I wanted to show you some of the fabrics that I got on one day this week. I took some time out and shot in. I have had my client come and pick up her dress. She loves it. Hugs, lots and lots of hugs. And the colour just looks amazing on her. Tomorrow is meant to be windy, not raining, and that's when her son's 50th birthday is. But apparently where he lives, it's a bit chillier. Like, it's locally-ish. Locally-ish. Is that a word? Locally-ish? It's locally-ish. Anyway, so I went to the Fabric Warehouse which also has the fine cloth company inside it, and I spoke to Stephen and Tracy. I met Tracy face to face, had a little chat, and I know that my bespoke Dahlia Society boxes might have landed. I'm not opening anyone else's, so Deb, no. DB Designs, not watching, not looking. I am going to keep, and I normally have you guys playing all the time, so it's going to be a bit hard for me to do that. What am I wearing today? I'm wearing not grubby old clothes, but I'm wearing, well, actually it is grubby. I must have spilt my coffee on me. Oops. But anyway, they're all purchased from the shop. This is a Kmart blouse, top t-shirt. It was like about $5. Why not? I actually have like 4 or 5 of them. They were on sale, and I could dye some. Haven't got around to that. Anyway, so I am going to show you what the fabric is that I purchased from the Fabric Warehouse. I'm just looking to see where it is. I can see one piece. Right. I'm back. Just thought when you thought it was safe to watch YouTube, I come rolling back. So this is the first one I bought. This is a viscose. And it is a panel one, but each panel, Maple's like right at the bottom of this. Each panel is 1 meter. But see how there's a line down the center? So basically, you would not fold that in half. You wouldn't fold that in half because you would have you'd have a line right down the center of it. And it's a little bit obvious. Oh, there you go, right there. How obvious is that? And that, you can have 2 butterflies on your girls. Flutterflies. So it goes all the way down, and right down the bottom it's got this beautiful, beautiful floral design. Now I got 2 meters of it, but unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, but unfortunately for Stephen, somebody had hacked a great big end of it. So he actually gave me 3 panels. He said, you'll be able to use that, won't you? I went, yep. So I've used that already. I haven't finished it because I got called away when I was cutting it out yesterday. And can you guess what it is? Anyway, so it's cutting it out yesterday. And oh, there you go. That's actually the panel. But because it had a cutaway, it's a little bit different to what I've planned. So I'm kind of making it up as I go along. I'd like it finished by today. Chris has texted me. Oh, okay. I'll get rid of that. I want it made up by today because I do. So it'll be a bit of a mix match, but tell me what you think of it when I finally get there. Now he's sending me photos. I'm just going to flick them off. Right, the second piece is the piece that I said that I really want to go back and buy this fabric. It was actually $42 a meter, and it is 100% silk. Gee, you know when you buy fabric that's like 100% silk or 100% linen or 100%, you know, don't you feel like a grown-up? Is that silly to say? I do. I feel like a grown-ass woman. So this is 100%. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, people. Look at it. Hats and shoes. It's just like 2 meters of it. I got 2 meters. Yumbo. And I would like to make, now the reason I did go back and get that is because this is what I'm going to make. Standby caller. On recommendation from the Dahlia Society, they were advertising Be Mine balloon sleeve top. Right? Could you see that fabric in that. I have 2 pieces of silk now. The other one is an extremely, and it won't go with that, almost like a taffeta silk. And I bought it a few years ago, and I was going to make my Christmas dress with it. Because every year Mum and I make a new Christmas dress. Did I make one this year? I might not have, because Dad passed in the November, so I had a month to sort of make something. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the photos. Anyway, so I do have another piece of silk, and because too scared to touch it. But anyway, that's what I bought from there. Isn't it a bit lush? I can't wait to show you what I'm making. I'm a bit excited about it. But anyway, so that's that. But the balloon pattern, I don't know how long that was on sale for. I think it was 15% off. And it ended up being NZ $15.99, I think. But look at, you know what I like about this? Can I just say, like, I am, now, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. I swear it's this pattern. I feel like a twit now if it wasn't. No, it's this pattern. Okay, so basically the sizing actually shows you how to make sure you can, without having to do a full bust adjustment, they've made the pattern pieces for you. I think I read this right. So I'm a 14 in the upper bust, right? And Hi, I'm back again. So where did I get up to? I was telling you about the pattern. Oh, yes, that's what I was telling you. So I might blend that out and blend this in. So that was, so my upper bust measurement is a size 14. And Chris keeps texting me. And my waist is a size 16. Yay. And my bottom region is a size 12. However, my bust, full bust, is 2 sizes above my upper bust, so a size 18. Okay, so if you can imagine going with a size 18, which is 1, 2, 3 sizes above my my hips and seated area. It is 1 size above my thick as waist area, and it's 2 sizes above my bust area. So imagine where my shoulders are going to sit and everything's going to sit because of that, right? And this is why I love full bust adjustments, because you have to go by your upper bust because it matches up with your shoulders and things like that. That's how patterns work. However, this pattern, which I'm 2 sizes up, shows you a bust for 2 sizes more, a bust for 3 sizes more. So you can actually, without doing the alteration yourself, make it right. So it's going to fit you in the shoulders. The bust adjustment has been completed and you just make it, yay! So I was pretty impressed with that because it is spelt out in English for people that don't fully know, because I've been doing full bust adjustments. See, again, inside hiccup, full bust adjustments for a number of years because my bust hasn't got any better in size. And when I say better, I mean matching the rest of my body. And my seated area hasn't got any bigger either. So we're all mismatched. And I have a theory, and I might do a vlog on my theory, okay? And you can either agree with me or you could be wrong. No, just kidding. You could agree with me and understand it and see where the complications lie and why life sometimes is a little bit harder. Anyway, so that was the nice, awesome fabric, beautiful fabric from the warehouse, the fabric warehouse. And as you all know, I'm making a carry-all caddy. But my biggest problem was coming down to what fabrics was I going to use. Now I would, and I think you guys realize I'm a little bit of a flamingo lover. However, I went into Thimbles and Threads today, and I got served by the lovely Rachel. She was so nice. She was very helpful, very, very helpful. So if you happen to go in there when Rachel's working, she's just does some odd hours. Awesome left-hander, yay, as am I. And but normally Justine's in there, so we'll let you know. I'll give you the link, the details below. Sorry, I'm just swiping off. Messages keep popping on. So I came up with, I couldn't find flamingos, which would have been my first go-to. So it was surprised Mum that I don't have the flamingo fabric. Actually, she's seen it. I've just been over to her place again for a cup of tea with Danny and Chris, because it's minus a million degrees here. I told you, spring's been, summer disappeared, and we're into winter again. It's 6 degrees. 6 degrees. Okay, so the Carry-All Caddy has 3 main fabrics that you can use besides the hardware, the zips and everything like that. So I found myself some native New Zealand birds. Maybe the fern bird dress is the thing that's pushed me into this native New Zealand stuff. Anyway, I got pukekos, or swamp hens. Swamp hens, I think that's the Aussie one. I love pukekos. Look at the colours. They're just red and just the vibrant blue. So that's what we had. I could have done a Kiwiana one, like with the kiwi. Well, there's a Kiwiana one. What am I saying? With the kiwi bird, but I didn't. So that's going to be the outside fabric. So that's what you're going to see mostly, I think, because I really love this. This is a tui. My father and my brother's reaction to tuis, and that's T-U-I, tui, is, oh, tui sounds like two, and when one would fly over, they would both go, oh, there goes a oney. And you wonder where I get my sense of humour from. Anyway, so this is a gorgeous, and it's so soft. I almost want to make a shirt out of it rather than the Carry-All Caddy. So that's going to be either the outside or the inside fabric. It's just, I guess, which I think is the prettiest. Tell me what you think should be inside or outside. Okay. See, pick for me. And my actual piping, my bias and my handles are going to be in the bottle brush. Okay, which is very Australian, but we have them here in New Zealand, and I like the Pahutakawa tree, which also has a beautiful red flower, which is gorgeous. It's our Christmas, we call it our Christmas tree in New Zealand, because they all come out at Christmas time. Why I smiled when I said the red flower in the tree is that Mr. Christopher has something that I make fun of a lot. And I shouldn't. No, I should. Yeah, I'm allowed to. He's colourblind. Now, not to the fact that everything's like a shade of grey. 50 Shades of Grey. No, not that everything's grey or anything like that, but to decipher different colours if they have a tone of a similar colour in it. So if a red has a green tone in it, he can't pick the difference. So the Pahutakawa with the great big beautiful red flowers in it, he didn't realise there were red flowers in it. So when you get your earbuds, your AirPods, and they're in the case, and his will show a green, red, or orange light, saying depending on how flat the particular things are. And he has gone around the house, like sat down in the lounge, and he asked the first person, what's that light? And we all give different colours. Yeah, it's mean. It's funny. That's why he's not an electrician. And he always thought peanut butter was green. So somebody who thinks peanut butter's green, considering peanuts are not green, needs to be mocked. But yeah, we don't do it too often, just every now and then. Yeah, but he's got a little colour thing on his phone that can show him what colour is, so he can get really specific with the name of colour because of that. Anyway, so that's what I've purchased today. I am making something that I would like to show you rather than tell you about, but I am using the tiger fabric, that last metre that was gifted to me, because it had a great big hack at it, like literally could not use it. I couldn't sell it as a a thing, so it had to be obviously gifted out. And Stephen's pretty wonderful anyway. So I'm making something with that. Okay, so I'm a tiger is going to be on there. I'm a tiger. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm going to go now because I want to get into making this thing, because I would like to pop it in my look what I made kind of pile. And that could be the end of my Friday sews. If it is the end of my Friday sews and you've watched me to the end, thank you. And if you do like what you see, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Make sure it's all in a dark color. See, that's more of a bell, in a dark color, because that lets you know whenever my little face pops up on the old screen. And if you think that somebody else would get a giggle or enjoy my content, please don't hesitate to forward it. The more the merrier. That's what I say about parties, and we might as well make this a party, right? So thank you very much for watching till the end. It's been great having you guys on board. Write some comments. Don't forget which one of these is going to be my outer shell, okay? Which one of these two is going to be my outer shell. And see, if the outer shell, sorry, I digress. If it's the outer shell, that will be the handles on it. Okay, that one. Or that one. So, anyway, write in the comments. I love answering the comments. I always like to have a giggle with the people that comment. And if you have commented before, thanks. It's so much fun, and I just love it. It's like making new friends, and we all can do with new friends. Okay, stay well, stay dry, stay warm, and above all, be cool. Keep sewing. See you later.